Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video on Season 3, of course. I'm pretty sure it released everywhere at the same time, so I don't even know why I've got that in my intro, but we're playing Imani today. May seem like a bit of a weird choice considering how much stuff has been changed, but Imani has actually been changed a lot more than I think a lot of people realize. Even though her patch note listing is quite long, I feel like it got overlooked quite a bit. I ended up not covering it until now. It was something that I just didn't get a chance to get to in the PTS. So yeah, we'll go through our changes, then I'll go through my loadouts, and then we'll jump into an actual match. I think I actually only have one loadout for her, but the first important change, which I'm really glad they've actually done, is they've removed a mid-air inaccuracy from her Frostbolt and also her Pireball. Both of them got that removed, and they also got the in-hand offset taken off of them, which definitely feels a little bit weird. I'm not adjusted to it because usually, you know, Imani fires left and she fires right. Now she always fires directly down the middle, which for gameplay reasons is just great because it makes her so much more predictable. You don't have to move your aim left and right, which felt really clunky before, but at the same time the animation now looks a little bit odd, so maybe they'll revise that. I don't know, you'll see what I mean when we jump into a game. And then for her Frostbomb / Inferno Cannon hasn't been changed, but you know, they're the same ability. Frostbomb has now been sped up by default, which feels really good in game, but at the same time it's had its root duration shortened by quite a bit. It's gone from 1.5 seconds down to just one flat. Frostfire Glide has also been changed a lot, and in a way that they also haven't mentioned in the patch notes, which I'll get to again in a minute. But yeah, other than that, it is 10% faster at base, so you're 10% faster in the Frostfire Glide, and the card that actually buffs that out hasn't been nerfed at all, so you're actually really quick in the F. That's what the loadout is kind of based around. And then Elemental Shift has been pulled down from 8 or 9, I can't remember what it was, I think it was 8, down to 6, so 2 seconds just straight off the bat. And the card that reduces its cooldown hasn't been changed, so I think you can actually have a 1 second cooldown on Elemental Shift, and they've kind of nerfed her cards a little bit around that accordingly, because obviously the cooldown is way shorter. The dragon is still the same, her talents are still the same. They've got, I think, updated descriptions, but that is it. I was kind of hoping they'd change her talents, but they've left them the same, which I think is fine, considering all of the other changes she's got to her benefit. So yeah, Affinity is the same. I was actually kind of expecting them to nerf this, but instead they've nerfed Discipline and Draconic Will, which I think is probably better, because that way you can still stance switch pretty much as often as you want, but you just won't get that like freaking cooldown reset on the other stuff all of the time. And they've also nerfed Elemental Barrier for the same reason, so you're not getting that like 500 heal every second. It's been literally cut in half, down from 100 level to 50. These were pulled down, I think, from either 1.2 seconds or 1 second down to 0.6, which I think is kind of appropriate. Other than the changes around her stance switching, Mystic Fire has been pulled up, I think, from 4% to 5%. We actually have it in the loadout. Heatsink was pulled up from 0.5 to 0.8, and I think I'm missing one. Yeah, Permafrost. Her Frostbomb was actually sped up at base, like I said, from 40 to 60, so a 50% increase by default, although you can still buff it out with Permafrost, except instead of 12% a level, so it's like ridiculously quick, it's down to 6. And honestly, since they buffed out her base, I honestly don't feel like there's any point in rocking Permafrost, especially considering it is now only 6%. So yeah, let's go through a loadout. Those are all of her changes. The loadout I've got here is very different to any loadout I think I've ever run. We still have Pyrotic Momentum in there, max level, which gives us 25% of a speed boost to the F, and it also is 10% faster by default, like I said when we went through the changes. We then have Ice in her Veins 5, which gives us a 250 heal every second when we're in Glide, and I feel like I didn't mention it. I might have done, but my brain is telling me that I didn't. But her Glide was actually increased from 3 seconds to 4 duration-wise at base. You can still buff it out, but I don't really feel the need to. At 4 seconds, it is usually long enough, unless I'm on a super long map, in which case it probably doesn't matter anyway, because you can get to cover and stuff. So I haven't rocked this card in the loadout, but it's definitely something worth considering. We then have Ancient Duty to increase our health by 100, Mystic Fire to give us mana when we use F, really useful, especially if you don't want to run the whatever it's called, Mana Rift talent. And then finally Elemental Grace, which is just a 100 health shield when we drop below 50% health, basically just a filler card. These two are definitely the most important, followed by these two, and then that one, like I just said, is a filler. Season 3 so far has been a little bit all over the place, but hopefully we don't have a weird experience today. And I haven't really explained it, but it's probably kind of obvious from the loadout that we're going to be rolling with. This is kind of as close as you can get to like flank Imani, because you have like so much speed in your F and you also heal in your F. Another thing to note though, which I said a little bit earlier on in the video, is that they did actually, I think, tweak how much control you have in the F. They haven't noted it in the patch notes, but as far as I can tell, because I have played with this already today, it feels like you have way more control and you can go up and down a hell of a lot more in the F. It just feels a hell of a lot better to use, and I very highly doubt that's just from the 10% they added to it at base. It wouldn't make any sense to me. So I'm assuming they buffed out the control you have over it, and I remember them mentioning that a while ago. I don't know if that is from like a patch or two ago, because I haven't played that much Imani. I'm not sure. I'm just letting you know that the control on the F is way better than I remember it being. We've got Siege Ice Mines as the map, which isn't a great one for this, but I guess it's fine. We've got a Ying, we've got a Zim, we've got a BK and a Term. We're up against a Term, a Drogo's, a Mave, a Moji, and a Genos. And that is a Grandmaster Term. I'm also pretty sure Drogo's and Moji are Grandmasters as well, because I recognize both of those names. This might be a rough game. Anyway, we'll go ahead and grab Splitting Ice, and then we'll go for the loadout, which I've already gone through. I'm going to be playing mostly in the Ice stance, just because it's the way I like to play Imani. Ying just said for the millionth time I go against a Grandmaster stack today. Yeah, it seems like that is indeed 3 of them. Ninu, Size, and I think Prephase are all Grandmasters. So if this is a really rough match where matchmaking just went a little bit haywire, I will probably just just end up cutting most of this one out. We've got a guillotine, life exchange, decimation, raw subjects, luminary, 2 combustible, decimation, and a cat burglar. Just kind of throw some shots around. There goes Maeve. We can use the F like I explained. You have tons of air control and also a mana regen now, which is super nice. I'm not sure who Term's going on, but let's get rid of this Drogoz if I can land this hit. And Term is a pain in the ass in this match. Drogoz is on left. I'm trying to just avoid him as much as I kind of can because he can burst me kind of ridiculously. Let's get rid of him. Let's go ahead and just throw it around the corner. Boom, there we go. That was actually pretty good. Maybe we can get a kill or two here. Oh my god, I was just about to use my F and I got freaking hit. Everybody's on the bottom. We'll see if we can get somebody with that root. That did actually root the Ying there. That is not a Ying, that is a Maeve. I'm so bad with character names. Let's go up here, get some hits on this Moji. I'm honestly still not really used to Imani not firing left and right. It still feels a little bit strange. I was hoping to catch him in that. Throw the root over, maybe. There it is. Okay, cool. Can I get one more hit on him? Goddamn Term. That's Moji on me. I feel like Term this patch is going to be a pain in the ass. That is General scripping me, and Term is also there. They're definitely pre-made. That is like without a doubt. Guess I can stance switch for a little bit and use the fire stance. There's a K. Shoot another one. Don't usually like playing in the fire stance with Imani. I find the ice stance just so much better. Bomb King just typed out a VHS. Is that what it's come to? People hate the new VGS that much that people are just going to type in the chat. I said that in a video on the PTS. That's kind of funny. Just firing some cheeky shots, I guess. Over here, maybe we can get rid of that Maeve with like a bounce or something. Oh, just direct hitter. That works too. Go ahead and fire the root. There we go. Insta root. Oh, he blocked it. Okay, I'm just dead to a Drogoz and Term. Fair enough. We weren't able to get the push. The match count has just disappeared again. That's a pretty consistent bug. I'm kind of surprised that made it through the PTS. Didn't really check loadouts all that much, but everything seems to be pretty standard stuff. Please check behind every 5 seconds. That is from the Ying. I'm guessing that's the Maeve giving her issue because Term is pretty much playing on the point and Genos is sitting quite far back. We're just seemingly going for a flank here. She gets such a mad speed buff if you hit her while she's in her thing. Oh, I got a couple hits in there. That is Term. I'm going to try and use the F. I have not got very much health there. Where the hell am I planning to position myself? I'm not really sure. Let's get a hit or two maybe on the Term. That is Zin going for an ult. He's going to go for an ult as well. Term is here. I'm over here as well. We're in really shitty spots. I'll throw the root over. Is that going to get anybody? No, it's just going to get absorbed. Get a couple hits on there. I'm going to use the F. The Genos is there. I'm not really sure what the hell my plan is. Kind of just annoying them in their backline now. I'm not really doing anything. Got a hit on the Maeve before I died. That's Ying and BK going for the ult. He just got a hit onto Term. He's gone. Nice. Are we actually going to get it again? We made a pretty good recovery just there. That is Drogoz flying around. Is he trying to catch me or what's going on? There is the root. He's gone. Hello, Moji. Oh, I've freaking tried to correct for in hand and it doesn't move left or right anymore. I literally just messed that up. BK just said, Imani, use your ult. I said, sorry, my bad. I freaking not used it yet this game. I'm so bad with it. I don't know why I'm so conservative with Imani. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it here, make sure we can get this. I should be able to put enough pressure on the point. Let's get rid of the Moji. Maybe get rid of the Term. Just try and hover above him, I guess, so people can hit under him. That kind of worked. I'm pretty sure that's going to secure the objective at least. Am I going to have the bug with the dragon where it doesn't let me get my normal view of what's going to happen? Hello, Genos. Or hello, a Maeve. Okay, can I switch, please? Did I just use my Frost Bomb? Hello? Game? Okay, thank you. How is that bug still in the game? That's been a thing for so goddamn long. Term used his ult. He's still on the point. I'm going for like a flank type of thing on the Drogoz. Did I just get rid of him? I did, but I'm on like no health and I'm burning. Okay. Objective lost. That sucks. Maybe I'll get a root on him. There we go. Just kind of stop him from getting in the door. That was such a BM play. Oh, he's still got his F, even though I rooted him out of it. Not really sure how that one works. I'm going to use the F and position myself up here and just make sure he's gone. There we go. It's one emoji. Yeah, but it's emoji with an immunity that gets like a 50% speed buff. Yeah, that bug with Imani where it just doesn't switch camera angles is absolutely abysmal. I can't believe that's actually still in the game because that's honestly been a thing for ages, especially when it switches you back to your normal view and it instantly uses your Frost Bomb if you're trying to go down with the dragon or go up with the dragon, whatever the right click is. Let's go ahead and pop the F. That is Term running in. I guess I can use the right click in the air now, which is something I didn't even think about because of how much freaking higher our freaking F takes us. Trying to call stuff on the VGS is a pain in the ass because I don't even freaking know most of the commands now. That is somebody on me. Does my right click still go in the air? I'm not sure. Does my Frost Bomb continue if I die? Some characters have stuff like that despawn, others don't, so I'm not sure if it actually does. Well, defense failed. I feel like this is a pretty stacked match so far. I don't feel like Matchmaking did a particularly good job. It does what it always does for like Grandmasters and stuff. It just throws them in random games. Even if they're matched up, it doesn't put them against like other parties and stuff. It's really a really weird term. When the team is dead, just let them kill you so you respawn faster. I'm just going to go for an ult straight off the bat. I feel like the team's around me here, so it's a relatively safe play. I should use the F to descend though, so that way it doesn't actually use my Frost Bomb when the camera's delayed. Maybe we can get rid of somebody here. Is that just a waste? I feel like I kind of just wasted that. Term is in here though. See if I can get a Frost Bomb around him. There we go. That kind of worked. DK went for the ult. I'm blind, so I'm just going to continue gliding around. Hello, Moji. There is a hit or two or none. I guess I'll just land one and miss all of the others apparently. Don't know if we can actually even get there in time. It's on 96%. I'm pretty sure that is going to be the 1-4. I will say fair enough because they didn't do anything cheesy. They just played like a normal game of Paladins. I reckon Matchmaking really could do with some form of update to make games like that not happen because that was a very stacked game. But Moji is the guy with top play. It was the play that I kind of guessed would be top play, the one that just happened where I died because I missed my shots. Then BK doesn't detonate? I have no idea what was going on there, but she got rid of 3 people. What was going on with BK? I'm so confused. All right, well, there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Don't feel like I did particularly bad. Honestly, I had like 3rd top damage there, and I'm quite happy with that. 73k. I have 1k shielding, which is just from that one card that triggered 10 times, which is kind of funny. 699 is a pretty bad stat overall. I didn't play well, but I also didn't play badly. Kind of fine, though, how we did there, given the situation. Ying did pretty damn good. 123k heals. Props to her. BK had a bit of a tough time there. 45k is particularly low. Term also didn't do great, but he was playing the point and stuff. And then Azin did a pretty good job. 70k isn't bad there. Pretty standard for that game. On their side, Moji did pretty good. Term did pretty standard for that match. The Jokers did a bit above average. The Genos did pretty standard as well. And then I guess Maeve did a bit under average. That was just a bit of a strange game, but fair enough. Shout out to the enemy team. We'll go ahead and queue for an Onslaught or a TDM to finish it off. Because even though that wasn't a bad match, I would like to end it on a more positive note. Even though I do feel like I did a pretty good job of showing off Imani and how much better her F feels, but I didn't really get much of a chance to even try and flank there because that was a relatively serious game, especially considering it was on Siege and one of the maps that doesn't really lend itself very well to what this playstyle kind of is going for. Not really sure how to explain what I'm going for, but if you play Paladins and you played Imani, you'll know what I'm going for. There are some maps that lend themselves to Imani and some that really kind of punish you for even picking her no matter what playstyle you're going for. So let's jump into game 2, hopefully do a better job. Also, just now I'm queuing, I just went ahead and quickly checked Paladins Guru to see what that matchup was like because it felt really disproportionate, and according to team averages, our average level for the team was 386, which is not too bad, but their average level was 615. But I'll just put a screenshot up on screen. I feel like that does a pretty good job of explaining why that match was relatively uneven. Also, every time I talk about matchmaking and stuff, I also just really want to clarify that I have nothing against like parties or people who are like really good at the game, partying together and playing together. I think that's perfectly fine. I would just really like matchmaking to do a better job of pairing those people up with other people who are doing the same thing instead of it just like finding a game a bit faster and having that match be worse. I would rather have longer queues and better games than shorter queues and worse games, with the exception being probably TDM, Onslaught kind of being in the middle. With Siege, I think in general, that's just my opinion obviously, longer queues and better matches would probably make more sense. Shoutouts to Tweety007. We've got TDM Snowfall Junction as the map. We've got a Liam, we've got a Willow, we've got a Ceres in the sky. I'm on Imani, of course. We're up against a Tiberius. That's the first time we're going up against Tiberius. He wasn't in the last match at all, which is weird. They have a Maeve, a Talus, an Eevee, and a Furia as well. So pretty standard stuff here, just a standard like damage and flank setup on both sides with a healer on each. We've got Eminence, we've got Blast Flower, we've got Soul Collector, Debilitate, we're up against Street Justice, Wormhole, Exterminate, Falchion Bargain, and Tiger's Fury. As you can see here with Imani's F, it never used to be this good. You could never get this high before with Imani. It's kind of ridiculous. Is that route going to get me anything? Oh, there we go. Free kill. There we go. First blood. I don't care if I die. We got the first kill. It's good enough. Yeah, there's not a chance in hell you were able to freaking go this high and control this much with Imani before. That's for sure. Let's get rid of this Maeve. Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Imani, trying to track you and doing a pretty mediocre job. I did hit so much stuff on you there, but it wasn't enough. Oh my god, there goes freaking Imani nearly. That is not an Imani, that's a Fury. I take out a couple hits on other people though. We'll use the F again. Oh, hello, you just killed me. Oh, you're over there now. Is that route going to get me anything? They're seeing it coming. There's no way they're still going to get hit by that. I still hit somebody. Throw the route over there, maybe catch somebody by surprise with it. Oh shit, there we go. That's a 2-man. I'll take that. I'll use the F control down here. It is so much more fun to use as well, by the way, just in case that wasn't also obvious with what you're watching. I'm totally dead here. Oh, the Duke. The Duke was pretty spicy. Place ourselves up here. I'll use the Q and we'll use the fire stance and rain down some pain on the Eevee. Oh, it's not far enough, is it? Oh, it's too far. That's what I was trying to say. I'm good at English. I'm just going to go ahead and pop the ult. I don't know why I'm so conservative with it with Imani. I just need to make sure, though, I use F instead of right-click for when I want to go down so that I don't accidentally use my Frost Bomb the second I goddamn get out of this mode. It's really silly that there isn't like a lockout timer or it makes you have to hit the input again. Guess we can stance switch for a little minute here. There's a hit for you. We'll use the thing. Maeve made an ult noise, but I don't think it went off. Was it Maeve or there Maeve? I don't know. Hello, Maeve. Confusing our sentence. We'll use the F and just fly around. Oh, there's a sound effect again. It must have been theirs. We'll stance switch for no reason. I just hit you with a K. You just actually dumped in front of me. I was just expecting to miss that shot there. That messed my head up a little bit there, but sure, we'll use the F. This is kind of what I'm talking about, by the way, when I say flank Imani. You can just drop down on people. It's like, hey, surprise, it's me, Imani. I'm in your face with like mana and stuff, and also a root. It's kind of crazy. Let's get a free triple because he's not playing, although that was only a double because I think somebody else killed the person I thought I killed. This is like a play you'd never be able to do before because you can just jump down on somebody and just start raining down pain. Obviously, that Tiberius isn't playing, so that's kind of a bad example, but definitely did a better job in that second game than I did in the first one. I feel like we do deserve the win. The Tiberius stopped playing at the end, but I think we were going to have it anyway. We were like 10 kills ahead. Willow is the girl with top play. Level 130 Willow, by the way. Okay, so she gets rid of the Eevee, she gets rid of Tiberius, she pops the ult, and then she gets rid of Talus, and then she also, I guess, gets rid of this Maeve. Yeah, sure, that's extended Quadra. I don't know if it actually was an official one, but shouts to Willow. Pretty decent play. And there we go. There are the stats for game 2. Feel like we did pretty good. The Willow also did a really good job. 15-4-7. We went 11-4-7. We do have 15k more damage than her, which is kind of mad. The closest to us is the Liam, but alongside her, we both had pretty much 10k over everybody. Our Ceres did pretty good. Their Furia also did fine. Our Skye didn't do that much, but she didn't do badly. Willow shredded. Leanne shredded. That was a very stacked team on our side there for some reason. I don't know what's going on here in the chat because I think that's Russian and I don't speak Russian, but if you want to translate it for the comments, feel free to do so on their side. Tiberius didn't do great. He DC'd at the end. Maeve didn't do that good. Didn't really even see Tals all that much, but apparently he did fine. I saw his mark around it, but I never really saw Tals. I don't think I had a single fight with him. Could be wrong with that though. And then Evie also did pretty standard. We'll go ahead and do another TDM. I don't want to end it off on just a really short game that felt like it was kind of stacked in our side. Let's end it off with hopefully some sort of even one, because again, that was really tilted. I feel like a lot of the time Paladins matchmaking is just kind of like a seesaw. I've said this before. I know I'm not the only person who experiences it, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, you also have weird matchmaking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people do in Paladins. Obviously, there are some people who just have like pretty standard games all the time, but for me, and I know a lot of other people, it's just a seesaw of, oh, I have a tilted team. Oh, you have a tilted team. And then every now and again, you have that good game, and I try my best to get those on the channel. I guess at the same time, you don't always want games like that because it would get boring, so it's good to have a mix. Yeah, let's just jump into game 3. I've done way too much talking in this video. My voice surprisingly is fine. It's a lot better. Thank you for asking. I know some of you guys have been asking me in the comments on Twitter and stuff. I have responded to a bunch of you guys, but obviously I can't respond to everybody, but it is doing a lot better. I appreciate you guys being concerned for me. I have taken some time off. I've missed a couple of videos every now and again. If you watch all my stuff, you probably know. Yeah, basically just been taking a day off every now and again to let my voice rest, and it usually ends up being for the better. There we go. Perfectly timed match cue. Let's go ahead and grab Imani. I think she's on the left. Yep, there we go. TDM Trade District, I'd actually say, is a really good map for this because you can fly around and do the thing that we were doing in that match where you just kind of drop in onto people and they don't really expect it. Not really sure what's going on with Strix and his pose there. He's got his hand kind of in a weird shape, and then his sniper rifle is kind of just clipping through his head. I don't know how to explain what I'm looking at, but I'll zoom in for you because I don't even know what the image is that is currently on your screen. Strix, I know you like scoping in for like the entire game, but you don't have to do it in the lobby. You can just wait until we jump into a match. Yeah, the final team comps are Willow, Strix is in, and IO. We're up against Tiberius, Ceres, Skye, Ash, and Leanne. Right, let's go game 3. We got Blast Flower, Smolder, Crack Shot. We're up against Praetorian, Strength, Stabilitate, Eminence, and Fortress, a Breaker, and also Mortal Reach. I also realized in that last match, I don't think I bought any items other than right at the start of the game, which is kind of funny. I can fly over that. That is something I just learned. Hey, it's me, Flank Imani. Apparently, I missed one of those, but I think I can still kill you. How have you not turned around yet? The Ceres spent ages healing you there, and I still nearly died. I could have made that play so much better. Yeah, as you just witnessed, nobody really expects Flying Imani. It takes people kind of freaking for surprise. Is that the sentence that makes sense? I don't know what goddamn words are, but we just killed that Leanne twice, and I feel kind of bad about it. Use the F again and fly over. I forget you can fly over all this stuff. I feel like that's a relatively recent addition, though, because you definitely didn't used to be able to do that. I just tried to track the sky, and luckily I was able to. Ceres, can you not do that? Oh my god, my health is not looking good. I'm going to go ahead and use the F and fly around for a little minute here. Sure, and then we'll use the right click and try and pull something off. I'm sorry, Leon, I've done this like 3 times already. I feel kind of bad about it, but there's a hit for you. Cool, there's another one. There's the double combo. Sick, double kill. Can I also kill the Ceres? I'm going to just try and throw that. Is that still going to go off? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. That's good. I don't know, because that happened earlier on in the video, and I wasn't sure if our freaking Frost Bomb continued. Went ahead and bought some more cauterize as we were flying in. Oh my god, that's the entire team. There's another K. That is Skye behind me. Why did the indicator take so long to show up? Not really sure about that one, but I guess it's fine. We'll go ahead and do the drop-in technique again. There goes Liam. We can probably melt through this Ceres. Oh, come on. How much health has she got? Where is she going? Oh, you think you're slick. I think I know where she's going. Is she going that way? Oh, she is. There's a route. See if we can get a kill or two with that. There was the double tap. We should be able to still kill this Ceres. Get me the bounce. Get me the bounce, please, Leanne. Or don't. I guess I'll just miss all my stuff and somehow still survive. Thank you, freaking Willow, for saving my ass. We'll go over here. That is not what I wanted to do. I was trying to charge up the shot. Oh, that's Ash going for a naught. I'm pretty sure that was one hell of a jump. We should be able to get a double here. There goes the freaking Leanne. Where is this Ceres going to? Is she going that way? She is. My tracking is terrible. Is that going to give me the route? Oh, it is. There's a little dink for you. Another little dink. Oh, free kill. Give me free kill. Oh my god, I'm totally dead. These guys are going to run through and just shred me. Maybe I'm fine though. Going to go ahead and pop the ult. I think we're probably fine. Hello, Leanne. I need to catch up to you because for some reason Imani has the speed of like a tortoise on a freaking bad day. I am just dead. It's not even Imani, it's the dragon. Does the dragon have a name? I don't know, but I really do feel like the dragon should be faster and just deal less damage. That would be what I would like to see because man, that dragon feels mad slow sometimes. Can we get rid of this Tiberius? That is a huge ass shield blocking me, so I'm gonna just try and F away. I think we should be able to actually heal up quite nicely from this. Fire stance charge feels like it takes forever. That is Ceres ulting. I'm totally dead. I'll try and use the right click. Totally a goner. How have I even survived for this long? It's kind of surprising. We'll switch and we'll throw the Frost Bomb over there. Maybe get a route. This should get me summon, right? They're all just there. That got me one on Ceres. That was it. I am still totally a goner here. There's no way I'm surviving this Ash. No way I'm surviving this Ash or I'm going to die to the Sky Bomb. One thing or the other. Oh, never mind. It's going to be Leanne. The other thing that I didn't freaking call out. We'll go ahead and use the F and do a little bit of a slam dunk technique again. Oh, my tracking was so on point there. Thank you for the free kill, Leanne. There's a K for you. Honestly, I'm kind of just diving in at this point, hoping I can get a kill, and it's kind of fun. Let's use a right click over there. This should give me a root. Oh my god, I activated that way too early. I was trying to kill the Tiberius, and I got a little bit greedy. Used it sooner than I should have. Totally just died to the sky, and that's going to be a loss. We are literally down by about 10 kills. There's no way we're recovering this. There's the defeat. Sure, okay. Don't know what the effect is that's on my screen right now, but let's end the video, I guess, in some sort of hypnotic circle. Willow is the gal with top play again, because I think she got it last time around. She did play pretty damn well in that match, although that queue there was abysmal. I got a kill on Tiberius, she got an assist, she finishes off the Ceres for us, she also gets rid of the Leon, and then she kills the Sky. Another triple, fair enough. Well done, Will. Let's go through the stats for game 3. I had top damage again, I'll happily take that. We did once again end up with 10k over everybody, with the exception being one person, the Willow in this case, who did pretty damn good. Our IO was abysmal, holy crap, 0-13, 8k, 2k heals. What was the IO doing? Zin and Strix both did pretty standard, but the IO there probably lost us that game. She actually did more damage than she did good, which is weird. Matchmaking, can you please just don't? If we go through the stats on their side, their Sky did really good, 16-7. She wasn't that big of an issue for me because I was flying around the whole goddamn game, but I could tell she was playing pretty good. The Ceres also did really good on heals. The Tiberius didn't do great, but didn't do terrible. Same with the Ash and same with the Leon. Honestly, I put that down to these two guys, so shouts to them for winning them the match. I reckon if we didn't have the IO there, it was 45, we probably could have actually won it. So anyway, there we go. That was the new Imani. I feel like I did a pretty damn good job of showing it off, especially in those second two games. I feel like I did well, especially with how much fun I was having. I was literally just flying over the enemy team, dropping in and trying to use my abilities, because you either like land with a root from your frost bomb. It does have a bit of an awkward moment because it's a little bit slower than you, because we're not speeding it up and stuff, but it still works really well. And then if you go for the Inferno Cannon, you can kind of rain down fire from above and take out a healer if you're freaking accurate with it, which I was, I think, like 1 or 2 times in today's video. Not often, so I'm not very good with it, but I still did a pretty good job overall, I'd say. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the Imani changes in the comment section down below. Also, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you all very soon. I've definitely butchered this outro, and as always, stay frosty.